Hello, welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot and White Rabbit for the month of April. And we say that because it's just something we say to bring in that beautiful energy of aligning ourselves to the abundance that's always around us at all times. So we'll start out the month nice and fresh. And I appreciate you being here. This is a general reading for anyone that joins in. Thank you, Spirit, so much for these messages that are about to come forward. Okay, again, this is a general reading, so put the pieces where they go. Take what you need, leave the rest. This is an oracle reading, but I am going to draw one tarot card from this and just see where we're going to start out as. An overlook card. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is apprentice. You know, this person has learned. Now she's going out in the world to apply what she learned. Swords are air sign energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So it's of the mind, you know. Look at how she's barefoot walking across from one place to another. And she's created the bridge with her sword of truth. And she's vulnerable doing that because she's got no shoes on, no socks even. So, and she's doing that while she's got her book that ideas that are coming off the pages. As you can see, the words are coming off the page. She's got a kite of like light bulbs and these birds flying around. So there's a lot of symbology in this card. And the Page of Swords generally means there's a lot of ideas coming. It can mean gossip at times too, but I generally like throw whatever I can, about a card. But I feel that it really has a lot to do with ideas brewing. She's a lot going on, and really there's a vulnerability behind her because she doesn't have life experience yet. So again, take the messages what they mean for you. Okay, this is going to make sense as the reading goes on. So we're going to draw from the Angels of Abundance Oracle here. To start out with, Windfall of Abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and knowing that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the guidebook here because it just gives you so much more into the description for you. So Windfall Abundance. Great news. This card heralds a financial windfall. So an unexpected payment or an unforeseen increase in your abundance could be on its way to you. The angels guide you to keep your heart and arms open with appreciation and graciousness in receiving. It is important to recognize this windfall, whether it occurs in one lump payment or represents a gradual rise in income level. In either case, the Angels of Abundance want to remind you that a wise and responsible use of your funds ensures that you stay in the energetic flow of abundance. You know, that nice flow, in and out is really what we want. I mean, everybody would love a great big pile of money to get plopped into our bank account. Wouldn't that be great? Of course. And it may just happen that way. But really what we're looking for is a flow, a nice flow in and out, right? Pay attention to divine guidance. Your intuition and signs from heaven is the best way to hasten the arrival of this windfall now. God and the angels cannot directly intervene into your life, but they can give you subtle nudges in the right direction. And sudden bursts of inspiration, an unexplained desire to travel, or even the impulse to contact someone can be a sign that will directly unlock this financial tide surging your way. You know, and it's letting go of things to certain mindsets you may have had. Say that there was somebody that, owes you money and you had resentments or you didn't let it go or you feel like you'll never contact them again. Maybe this is the time to, contact them because you never know what happens when you loosen up that energetic. I'm just giving you an example. That certain nudge in the right direction, inspiration, unexplained desire, you just get up and go. You don't know, but you can't do anything but that. So that's inspired action. And that's how our higher self speaks to us. When you feel that you can't do anything but is when you know that how you feel and what's showing up, it also tells you how aligned you are to your higher self. So that's some big messages there. And it looks very beautiful. Okay, so we're going to draw from the Fortune Oracle. Let's see what we have here. That one wants to come right out. Unity. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So let's see what we have here for that. And that's number 34. So the numbers, if you're into numerology, that's 3, 4, 4 and 3 is 7, and then 34. So any of those numbers are good numbers for you at this time. This card is all about emotions, feelings, developments, and rewards. There's a greater sense of harmony surrounding relationships, and new projects in your career or business will fulfill you. But be prepared for an unexpected twist of fate. This card signifies a harmonious union between two people, and you may come together with a person of great energy who will uplift your life. It also foretells two people bonding through emotional connection. So in personal relationships, this card represents two people of similar beliefs and tradition bound together in a soulmate experience. You desire more intimacy in your life and long for a deep emotional connection. You've opened up your heart and let go of the restrictions of the past and are now free to share your true feelings and make long-term decisions. There are definite changes ahead, and progress in most relationships is likely. Trust and communication will be strong, and now is an auspicious time for commitments and proposals in all kinds of relationships. It can also be a symbol of seduction, foretelling desire and passion and an incredibly strong, deep connection. In career and money, a new business or project is likely, even a new job. Real estate investments, either buying or selling, could also be offered to you. You could find yourself in the driver's seat and be thrilled with what is being proposed. Okay, so this is a beautiful thing right here. Unity. So it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, love, but two people come together. It could, but it could be business partnerships. Yep, things you've wanted to have communication with, and all that. Somebody, if you want to reach out to, just like we were just saying here, there might have been something blocking you and in feeling vulnerable. Like, usually when an argument takes place or there's disagreements, who's gonna break that? Who's going to break the that energetic mistrust? Or sometimes it's just you go on your own way, and make bygones be bygones, and you'll feel it. But there's definitely, it frees up an energetic space within, so that you can truly move on for what you need to move on for. Let's do a couple more cards from this Fortune Oracle. Lovers. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. So we have lovers here, and that's number 18, 1, 8, 8 and 1 is 9, and 18. So we have a lot of numbers showing up here. Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So that's number 8. That's big. Okay. So I'm going to read that 18 as the Lover's card, just because they have it just so. This card represents major life choices, decisions surrounding love relationships are utmost importance, and there will be two paths to take now or in the future. One will be very positive, and the other will see life take a negative turn. Be true to yourself and your feelings. It is crucial you make the right choice. New adventures are awaiting to begin, and a better way of living will open for you sooner than you think. Look your best at all times to reap the opportunities that are just around the corner. The dress to impress, it's more of like energetic. It's just being uplifted within yourself. It's the best of your ability that you can. The Lover's card can represent a strong sexual connection. Passionate encounters are red hot. Temptations and affairs are likely, where there's a crack in a relationship, which may result in a love triangle that causes much inner conflict and heartache. Many will question current relationships that are not as perfect as they'd like to be, causing uncertainty about which path to take. Some may be questioning whether there's a future in a relationship or feeling that there is someone else to meet. Others will make a love commitment. Perfect harmony is obtainable for most, so it's a very positive message. In career and money, you will need to find the right balance between your personal life and your work financial interests. Two jobs can be offered to you, and you will spend valuable time meeting new people and networking socially. Singles may find love at work functions, and career changes in the near future also herald a new relationship. Balancing your career and your personal life is the key to being successful. It is not the time to neglect your loved ones. They need you now. So there's some big, that goes in with unity. And then we have dragonfly. Okay, so 8 is that infinity symbol. That's as above, so below. No ending. We're all interconnected. We really are. So have confidence. The dragonfly represents renewal. So a deeper way of living is opening up for you as you become incredibly more spiritual in your outlook and understanding. Your intuition will be stronger, your dreams more intense, and messages from deceased loved ones come through dreams will be uplifting and beautiful. Your aura will become electric. This card also symbolizes change. You may find yourself with new perspectives on what you want in the future. There'll be time to spend soul time searching, and walks down memory lane can help you make some life-changing decisions. Have confidence. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. In personal relationships, there'll be a good news concerning your relationship, your innermost desires, or newfound faith. Your intuition will guide you towards like-minded friendships. Old friends from the past may also return, so reunions loom large and family celebrations are in store. They'll be enjoyable and may even fill you with some incredible secrets that could completely change how you feel about certain people. Again, this is a general reading, so take pieces what you need for that, where they go for you. Career and money, there will be a constant change, but you will accomplish your goals with ease. Self-doubts about your future will disappear, and a newfound strength and confidence will shine through. Remember, the dragonfly represents adaptability. Call upon the power of the dragonfly whenever you feel stuck or can't make decisions. Life will be like a roller coaster at times. You may experience many twists and turns as well as thrills along the way. Know when to take a break from the ride so as to avoid burnout. Enjoy living life to the full without these pesky self-doubts. Yeah, that burnout thing is big. It's like energy is precious. So be careful where you give that energy. You come first with anything. Usually in a relationship when you get together, I like you, let's see where it goes. That's really how it should be. And leave it open. And, when you're not feeling well, you don't get together. Your energy is for you. And to make sure that you're feeling good within your own skin before giving to others. Even if you have to say no, to going to an event, to a party, on a date or anything. It's sometimes you just gotta, take your own energetic reins in your own hand and then navigate that way. I also want to say dragonfly, the energy of dragonfly shamanically means that your ancestors, the souls from those who have crossed over, left their bodies, are also visiting you at this time. So pay attention to that. They're always paying attention to us, but sometimes they're closer than others. And sometimes they're closer in certain circumstances, situations in our lives. And we need them really. Always ask for help. You have a huge team of angelic helpers, however you perceive that to be. I call it the entourage. So you're always receiving assistance. We just have to be open to it. You're not doing it alone. But it looks really good, especially as far as love. Yeah, connections. Starting something new, especially with this Page of Swords that we pulled up from the tarot. Ideas. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to daytime visions and all that. You never know what's going to come to you. Abundance. Lovely. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yes, you can. You can have and be and do anything you want. It's just believing it. It's really feeling it. Feeling what it would be like to live that abundant life. It's already done. Everything's happening now. Born now, live now, die now. There's such thing as death, but you leave the body. Right? Life, there's just life. We're eternal. But we're here in the physical for a limited time. And we're not here to suffer, even though it seems to be. We were told that. The world didn't move that way. We lived in a very limited way of being, that the world, it's all about suffering. I mean, it's not, unless you have that strong belief, I can't sway you away from that. But what I know within the marrow of my bones, it's all about tapping into the limitless abundance, that the world is here. The world is here for us, and you can manifest your dreams and anything you want. I release the need to know all the answers. And that's big too. When doubt comes in, you really don't need to know it all, because when you ask, it's given. Ask and you shall receive. I mean, it's in the Bible, it's cross-cultural, right? You ask and it's given. But you have to feel. You have to know. It's an integration. And sometimes it'll take a whole lifetime for you to get this. You can't get it all done. You're eternal. But when you really click it into place and you start understanding how it moves, you start seeing what's considered magic happen in your life. And really things start coming about. They say, well, how do you get rid of doubt? Well, before it starts. Well, that's a pickle, because if you have it, then you got it. But you can ease off of yourself. It's being gentle on yourself. And the big thing that I noticed working with my clients and working with people and seeing the world and, living a long life already myself, is that we tend to be in a mode of unworthiness. Like, we're not worthy to get what we think is like the big things, winning the lottery. There's nothing wrong with that. They say the spiritual people generally tend to skew away from, wanting money or wanting big payouts or cars or homes or blingy things. There's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, everything here physical is from the non-physical. So the physical is, everything's here is spiritual. It's spirit in motion. So it's just a flip of the perspective. It's a change in how it is. And it feels good. It feels good, you go for it. No one can talk you into it. It's got to feel right. There's that integration period. Do one more from there. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's also in the Bible too, I think it's a prayer, I mean, I don't know too much about it, but, along the way, God, give me the strength to accept things I can't, change, and change the things that I can. So it's like lifting away of the responsibilities in which we take on. It's like we feel like we're all alone a lot of the times, or it's more of like we think we are. But when you feel into it, that's why I teach meditation, is because it quiets the thoughts, it quiets the mind chatter down, and it gives you an opportunity to feel into what's happening within you. What's happening within happens without. That's above, so below, as within, so without. So whatever you're doing within yourself, it reflects on the outside. So you really start seeing the shift, as it's like free falling. It's like you're falling into the trust. The expression falling in love. Well, yeah, because you're letting go of that tension of feeling like you're all alone. We're in a physical body. We're separate. We're separated from source. We're separate, but we're never separated, really. It's just that we're in a body, we're animated in a physical body. So, we're here projected as our soul essence here in the physical body. So in a sense, we're separated from, like a drop in the ocean. We're separated from the ocean. And it's easy to feel like we're all alone, but we're never alone. And that's why it's always good to have that reminder. And it takes practice, and it takes a constant reminding every day, each day, of who we are. And eventually you just take off with this. I mean, every time that sun comes up, even if it's behind the clouds and it's a cloudy, rainy, snowy, whatever day, that sun still comes up. That's abundance. I mean, the sun just comes up. Science tells us, the earth is going around the sun. It's this thing that it does. Science does not tell us what's happening behind the scenes. What's happening in the ethereal. They don't talk about any of this stuff. And you know it through your dream space. You know it through just your senses, that that there's something else happening behind the scenes that you can't put in a petri dish or study in a telescope or in a microscope or an MRI. There's something happening behind the scenes, and you are the orchestrator. You are orchestrating this whole thing. You're the one asking, and then all the non-physical lines everything up for you to physically enjoy it. So that's where the abundance comes from. A limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality because I ask and it's given. Ask and it's given. Ask and you shall receive. But why isn't it here yet? That's why we give up. We're like, what it's not here yet? Well, it doesn't happen. There's a lag time in third dimensional time. Sometimes it does. I'm sure you've noticed that some things happen like a snap. But generally there's a lag time, and then you get on to something else. You can distract yourself. That's how the force that governs everything works. The force of creation. Some call it God. It's the law of attraction that's assisting. It's managing everything that you said, I want that. And then it goes right on it. But as soon as we doubt it, then we're pushing it away. It's trying to come in. But when you release that need to know when it's coming, that's when the magic starts to happen. You just know. You just know. You just know it's going to happen. Whatever you desire. And, understanding that there's some things that, you can't change. There's some things that, that's none of your business, I like to say. And to accept what your position is in the grand scheme of things as a human being. Be gentle on yourself. That's really big. Okay, let's see. We're going to do one more card here. Yep. And I'm going to draw from the Money and the Law of Attraction cards here by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And we're going to see what this card has to say. Some of this information may be new to some of you, so you need to sit on it. If you're still listening, you're obviously, something's catching your attention. So it's important that you're here in this reading. You're very significant and loved and always protected, safe. It's more than that. Okay. Let's see what this deck has. And we have number 22. That's a master number 22 showing up. Master numbers in numerology are they're big, the big numbers, right? That lets you know that you're on track. We're saying if you're still paying attention right now, we haven't lost you. I'm trying to find the, let's see. Where the book is to this. Let's just do this. Okay. And all the artwork was done in trance and all in alignment. Don't not make a decision when you're not in aligned, meaning that if you're not feeling good, don't make a decision. I mean, obviously you have to get to work every day. If that's what you do, you have to drive in your car and go to work. You might not be in a good mood and you have to drive. So you obviously have to drive. But it's just a reminder to yourself that make sure when you're doing any action is to, when you're aligned, when you feel good. So the subject of money is really two subjects. The subject of money is really two subjects. Number one, money, plenty of money. And number two, absence of money, not nearly enough money. So often people assume that because they're speaking the words, quote unquote, I want money, they're speaking positively about money. When you are feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, you are not speaking of the subject of money. You're speaking of the subject of not enough money. You see that? Because everything is about alignment. Remember we were saying earlier, alignment, when you're aligned, when you feel good. Because your soul doesn't experience the doubt, the negativity. We're in duality here. Your soul is not. It's in unity. It's in pure positive energy. So when you're here as human, you have a choice. And why is it like this? Because it helps expand creation. That's why you have projected yourself into this duality. And it can be harsh at times, even saying that's is a limitation, but we live in a land of paradoxes for a reason. It expands for the very clear notion that we're expanding creation here in the human form. So even say like, I want money and I want it now. There's two things going on. There's fear that the money's not going to come. And the other thing is, when you're saying I want money, it's meaning that you're saying that you don't have the money, which is obviously right, not there. But see, the whole thing is that it's funny because realization, real is in realization. And we're in reality. I always say, oh, get with reality. You can't get with reality because reality is what happened. It's past. It's living in the past. We're constantly forming the future and what we're doing in the present moment. So if you're constantly getting with, I don't have, I want money, I want more money, you're saying to the universe, I don't have enough money. So you're living in the past. So that the law of attraction, the force that governs everything, continues to keep giving you, I don't have. All it hears is I don't have. The universe doesn't hear your words, but it knows what you mean by how you feel. That is huge. Take a good deep breath with that. It seems complicated at first, but it will click. If you're really, committed to this and you really want that balanced life and be in alignment, this is how it works. The true definition of sinning is missing the mark. Well, what's missing the mark? Falling out of alignment with your higher self, with your soul, with God, however you perceive that, with your higher self. You're missing the mark. You're not aligned. Where your soul knows as soon as you ask, it's given. All you do, your job, is to allow. And so there's the art of allowing. Allow it to come in. Get off the subject. If you got a lot of momentum going on, get off the subject. Sleep. Meditation's huge because it gets you out of your head. Your thoughts will continue to create your emotions, because thoughts create the emotions. So it'll continue to give you that feedback loop of the same old, same old. I want more money. It's doing two things. It's saying to the universe, I don't have, and the universe just hears, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, and then you just continue to get, I don't have. And it's also living in the past too. I want more money. So when you're feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, you're not speaking of the subject of the money. You're speaking of the subject of not having it. And the difference is very important, because the first subject brings money and the second holds it away. And you see that? You see how that works? There's two ends to a stick. You can either lean on, I don't have, or you can lean on, it's coming. This is where it tricks people, when people get all tricked up, because it's hard to believe something that's not there or not coming. So it's like, oh, you're all living in an imaginary world saying, oh, as soon as I have plenty of money. It's almost like by saying that, it brings in fear that the universe isn't going to give you any more. Yeah, because for some reason, we think that if we say to the universe, I have plenty of money, I'm fine, then the universe won't give you any. That's not how it works. No, by saying I have plenty of money, I have everything that I need, everything's coming to me, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the sunrise, thank you for the water, thank you for the food I have, for the shelter, for everything that I have, thank you for this beautiful relationship that I have with myself, I love myself, thank you for the beautiful relationships in my life, my friends, my family, my coworkers. Thank you for the structure that holds us, the shower I can take, the water that flows to me. I mean, there's endless amounts of things to be thankful for. And when you do that, you align. And when you align, and you just continue on it without the need of the outcome, without the need to have that physical manifestation to show you your alignment, that's living unconditionally. Without having the condition to make you happy, to make you feel rich, to make you not even rich, to make you feel like you have enough money. Without having that condition, that's unconditionally living. That's all it is. And it's not all it is. It's a very beautiful thing. And many people have a very difficult time with that. That's what trips them up. They go, I asked, where is it? It's like they're waiting for the clues, or they're waiting for the evidence of it to manifest, and then they'll know. But it's believing it first and then seeing it. That's how it works. It's the other way around. It's like we live in topsy-turvy world. We live in the paradoxical realm. And, as the spiritual revolution continues on, this is going to be mainstream at some point. The children being born in here, get this. There's many people alive that understand what's being said here. They just don't talk about it. So this is big. So I'll read it again. The subject of money really has two subjects. So you got a stick right here, like this line. The subject money of plenty of money on one end, and the absence is on the other. Which end are you going to lean on? Are you going to lean on, I have plenty or I don't have enough? Often people assume that because they're speaking the words, I want more money, they're speaking positively about it. No, because you already asked with how you feel. In fact, you don't even need to say one word. You don't have to sit down on your hands and knees or however you do it and pray to the universe. Universe, I need more money. You don't even need to say the words, because the universe doesn't hear your words. It knows what you mean by how you feel. As soon as you can't pay that bill, or as soon as you want to take that trip and you don't have enough, or as soon as you just simply want more money, you don't even have to have a reason for it. I mean, you're an abundant being. As soon as you send out that vibration that I want more money, everybody's on it. Your entourage, the non-physical, the fairies of the universe, the law of attraction wraps around it as the true manager of everything. And it brings it to you. Now, when you're feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, or as you feel, you're not speaking of the subject of money, you're speaking of the subject of not enough. So I don't have enough, not enough, not enough. That's what the universe hears. Not enough, not enough. So the difference is extremely important, because first the subject brings money and the second holds it away. So that's why people hold themselves in a binding situation of just barely scraping by, because they're saying that to the universe. Oh, Creator, I barely can do this. I can barely do that. I'm barely making ends meet. You see, that's what the universe hurts. It is a pickle. That's what is irritating. When you find the truth out about this, it can be extremely, extremely annoying to hear the truth on this. Many people have a hard time with this at first, but once you get it, it clicks. And then from there, it takes practice. Now, that's why meditation is so important. If you have a good practice, 15, 20, half hour a day, of just listening to your breath or listening to a sound, constant sound, your mind starts chattering, back to the sound, back to your breath, even saying in when you breathe in your mind, say out in your mind when you breathe out. Even if your mind chatters the whole 14 minutes, 15 minutes you're in it, that's okay. Next day, start over, begin it again. And you'll start seeing, when you stick with it, that you'll get more disciplined. It's like training a dog, training a little kid. You don't whack the dog or the kid when they don't get it at first. That's not how you train yourself. You be very gentle with yourself when you understand how the laws of creation works. So beautiful energy there. You have a windfall of abundance for this month of April. It's beautiful. Pay attention to how you're seeing yourself in your life. This is a huge change for some of you as far as this goes. Look at how there's two ends here. The end that has, the ends that doesn't have, in the eye in the middle that's wide awake. It's a beautiful image. Subject of money is big for people these days, especially with the changes of economies. Governments are changing, currency is changing, everything around it is really big. How we get our goods, what's going to happen here, especially in the United States. I know I can speak for that. I don't know what's happening too much in other countries. I try not to pay too much to the news, but I can tune in and intuitively know that all of humanity is going through this huge shift. Now, there's a big change in unity. It could be partnership, business. It could have very well to do with a relationship that's strengthening. It could be someone from the past even that you were kind of questioning, and you guys are going to bond together even more so this month. And then have confidence, joy, and renewal and connection to spirit during this time. And wow, this is really big. Abundance, limitless being. Don't need to go into doubt. Stop it before it starts. Get onto something feels better. You're not shoving it in, no, because how you feel matters. So what you got to pay attention to their thoughts and where they're going. And going, wait a second, that thought doesn't feel very well. Get off the subject. And it will dissolve. It will dissipate. And accept things you can't change and move on. I mean, it's clearly just knowing that, you're eternal being. You can't get it done. You're moving through the slipstream as a beautiful being that you manifested this creation for yourself here from the non-physical, from the spirit world. And here you are living your life. And this is your life. So just be gentle, do the best you can, and beautiful things are going to be manifesting this month. You're, you know, even though the vulnerability might be at hand, but Spirit wants you to know that we got a brilliant, beautiful, abundant thing happening here, and so many messages have come forward here. Thank you, Spirit, so much for these messages, and many blessings on your journey this month. Thank you again for being here, liking, subscribing, and yeah, sharing this video if it's resonating. Again, I appreciate you. Thank you.